National Football League is in the books, and your Underdog Challenge Week 6 is done as well. We had some good scores this week, as well as some good matchups, some teams that decided they wanted to show, and some teams that decided they did not want to even play. So, without further ado, let's get into week number 6, the scores and standings. Week 6 is done, and we have 2 new leaders in the Underdog Challenge. Yes, I said it. 2 leaders in the Underdog Challenge. From yesterday's game there in the Motor City, it was Detroit losing to the San Francisco 49ers 25-19. James McFarland's 49ers taking care of business against the Lions on their home turf in a very, very good game in my opinion. However, the aftermath of the game was what was pretty hysterical in my opinion. It saw Jim Schwartz and Jim Harbaugh going after one another because Jim Schwartz did not like the way that Jim Harbaugh shook his hand, which escalated into a big brawl. But there you go. Again, that's football, and what are you going to do? What are you going to do? So that makes both teams improve to 5-1. The next game we have Mr. Ryan McFarland's Buffalo Bills losing yet another straight game, but this time to Eli Manning and company there in the New York Giants. The final score in that game, 27-24, a very close game for the guys there in Buffalo and for Mr. McFarland. Next game, we all watched it. What can I say? 0-6 really sucks coming out of my mouth about the Indianapolis Colts. It was a bittersweet day for me as my Cincinnati Bengals in the Underdog Challenge took out my beloved #1 favorite team of all time, the Indianapolis Colts. The final score, 27-17. I don't think I need to discuss that game any further. It was just a mess. So, little sweet Kathy Brandenburg, Washington Redskins and the Philadelphia Eagles in what was a tough game. The Eagles looking to improve after losing many games in the beginning of the season. However, yesterday it was the Philadelphia Eagles that did come up on top, 20-13 over Kathy's Washington Redskins. Next game we had was Sean's Houston Texans, a big surprise of the AFC South. They lost to the Baltimore Ravens 29-14 in a tough game, but yet the Baltimore Ravens decided that they came to play. Next game we had Lisa's Cleveland Browns losing to Oakland 24-17 in a heartfelt battle there, and it showed that Jason Campbell from the Oakland Raiders going out during the game due to a collarbone, his collarbone breaking. Pretty painful. I've never had that happen, but pretty painful. But again, the Browns, but the Lisa's Browns did fall 24-17. Mama Cook, your Carolina Panthers seem to not get the job done whatsoever, despite having one of the best rookie quarterbacks we've seen since Peyton Manning, in my opinion. The Carolina Panthers losing to the Atlanta Falcons 31-17, despite Cam Newton's stellar performance yet again. So, Mama Cook, sorry about your damn luck, but the Carolina Panthers are not for real this year. Lastly, we do have the Minnesota Vikings. Mike's Minnesota Vikings got embarrassed on Sunday Night Football. 39-10 was the final score in that game. So, there's a rundown of your scores. Up next, the standings. Okay, guys, now it's time for the standings, the updated standings here in the Underdog Challenge for this year. As I said, Week 6 is in the bag, so let's go ahead and run down the standings for Week number 6, heading into Week number 7. Right now, we have two people that are tied for 7th place. It would be Kathy, Mama Cook, and her Carolina Panthers, and Mike Gravenstreeter and his Minnesota Vikings, both at a 1-5 record, tied for 7th place. We have a tie for 6th place, where we have two teams that had byes this week. Cook's Arizona Cardinals and Anita's Broncos, both at a 1-4 record. And 5th place, we see Lisa and her Cleveland Browns at a 2-3 record after losing to Oakland this week. 4th place, we have Sean Blazer and his Houston Texans, who fell to 3-3 after their loss to the Baltimore Ravens. Tied for 3rd place, we have Kathy Brandenburg, her Washington Redskins, and Josh's Tennessee Titans are both 3-2. Kathy falling to 3-2 after her Washington Redskins lost to Philadelphia this week. A tie for 2nd place between yours truly and Mr. Ryan McFarland. My Cincinnati Bengals and his Bills are both 4-2 after an okay games this weekend. Me, of course, beating the Colts and him beating the New York Football Giants. So 2nd place goes to McFarland and I at 4-2. Tied for 1st after a game that was going to determine whether or not Rick stood alone on top of the board here with the Detroit Lions. 1st place tie between Detroit Lions owner Mr. Rick Daniels and San Francisco 49ers owner Jane McFarland. Both teams 5-1 and atop of the Underdog Challenge for now. Well, that just about wraps it up, guys. That is your updated standings and updated scores. Again, please feel free to leave a comment on the video. Let me know what you think about it. And I am always open to feedback and any type of criticism that you guys may want to give me. But other than that, enjoy your week, and we will talk soon, closer to the weekend. And I will post another video for the schedule for this coming Sunday. That is in the National Football League. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Hope you all have a good week. And again, rest in peace to Mr. Dan Weldon. It was tragic news yesterday and tragic news on Sunday. And we all, our thoughts and prayers are with the Weldon and the whole IndyCar series there. So anyway, guys, have a good week. And I hope to talk to you soon. And as always, take care. Spike your hair. Woo, woo, woo. You know it.
Oh, radio, tell me everything you know. I like to sing with the radio. I like to play it real loud. I like to drive with the top down, rolling like thunder, always drawing